Well, hey, y'all. I am trying my best to get this thing straightened out. Jerry and I were doing some demos on this thing, and at the Ozark, at the Operation Rendezvous. Well, guys, I've got it on two different screens here, and I ain't figured out yet how to get away from it. How to get it changed. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Nope, that ain't it. Ha! Hey, y'all. It has been a day, guys. It has been a day. I am running late. Joey and I were watching TV, and I didn't realize what time it was, guys. It has been a long, long week. A long week, guys. Let's see. There's Peter. Peter won the computer, y'all. And he was lucky, lucky, lucky. Wow. There's the moose. Jesus is Lord. Hello, hello. Paul Honeyman. Paul, I haven't been this week to check my mail, so I don't know if your seeds came in or not. There's Havita, Rhonda Dotson, rather. Excuse me. Did I miss anybody else? Peter's across the pond in England. I mean, dang. Paul's across the pond over in England, guys, in case you didn't know who I was talking about. He's had a hard time. He sent me some seeds. They didn't accept the seeds. Told him one price for the mailing. He mailed it. It came back. He had to add more money to it. It went out again. It's just been one thing after another. There's Miss Wheat. Hey, Wheat, how are you, honey? Like I said, I've just walked in here and got this thing up. I didn't realize what the heck was going on. Anyhow, let's see. Let me see. Well, guys, we had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. You will not believe the something else popped up that I wasn't expecting to pop up. But anyway, guys, yeah, we had a great weekend. The campground was unbelievable. It was super nice campground. It was very expensive, though, in my opinion, anyway. Poor Paul. Paul, you go on to bed if you need to, hon. I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning or something there, isn't it? Whew, bless your heart. I don't see how you stay up that late, especially trying to do anything else. Yeah, we did a thing. It was called Vegemite. Anyway, Radio Jonesy sent us a challenge to try Vegemite, and we did. Quite a few of us did, in fact, and we got all 4 of his newest stickers at the meetup. And actually, I kind of like the Vegemite. I don't know what the thing is. It says it's just after 2 a.m. there. Whew. I know I'd be asleep. I don't know. This morning I was trying to sleep and wasn't sleep good then. Let's see. Guys, I drove all the way through going to the rendezvous. And then on the way back, I was just absolutely give out. I didn't get up and get out as quick as I wanted to. And then by the time I got out the camper and everything packed up and put up where things wouldn't fall out of the cabinets, and you know how all that goes. Let's see. Night, Paul. Thanks for coming in. Anyway, give me that thumbs up on the way out, guys. Yeah, we just had one thing after another. And let's see. So anyway, I didn't get out there when I should have. So as usual, here I am. In all my glory, y'all see. Yeah, but the first day we got there, and it was so funny. It must be a lot of older people stay in this campground. It was super nice. There were families there and kids and all too, but there were a lot of older people there. Stay safe and have a great week. Oh, good night. You got my thumbs up. Thank you, hon. Appreciate it, Paul. Yeah, Peter was really lucky. He and another lady both won laptops. They were not brand new laptops, but they belonged to Webb's Way, and a lot of them had the gaming stuff on them. So they come out really good on that deal because it's got mega, I mean, just so much storage built in them. It's unreal. There's Peter. Peter can tell you all about the computer if you guys are interested. I don't know that much about them because, I mean, I just barely get on this laptop, guys. But anyway, let's see. Trying to see if there was anything else back there. I forgot to even turn the lights on back here, guys, but that's okay. I didn't get home until about 1 o'clock today. Left late. I made it to just past Mobile to Atmore, I think, and there's a casino there, and I know a lot of campers are in the casino parking lot, so I figured, well, I'll just pull over here and sleep for a little while. Well, when I got there, I parked in a spot right up under a light intentionally, so everybody would see my camper wouldn't bother me. You know how that goes. Wouldn't nobody be sneaking around outside and all that stuff. Well, anyhow, there was a man out there in a truck, and he was talking kind of loud. Well, so I decided to move back further, thinking, well, if the parking lot fills up down here tonight, I may not be able to get out. And so I cranked up and moved to another spot further back, but still close to a light. It wasn't 10 minutes after I moved, this man in the truck moved too, about 6 or 8 parking spots over from where I was. And he'd sit there and he'd idle his vehicle, his truck, and then he'd gun it, not loud gunning it, but just enough to be aggravating his crap. And I guess he knew I was in there sleeping. I don't know if he did it intentionally to be aggravating or what, but he was facing the other way. And so I put up with that for about an hour and a half. And finally I got in my truck and moved to another spot way away from him. And about 10 minutes later, I heard that truck coming. I said, oh my God, I thought I'm going to have to move somewhere else. I'm going to have to leave this place. Well, that time he obviously, there's Lauren. Hello, making it home. Yes, about, he moved. But this time, whoever it was, I guess he was waiting on or whatever, came out and they left too. So he left following whoever it was. And I sure was glad, guys. I just thought, oh man, I've got somebody. Oh, okay, I'm looking at a comment that's not meant for me. But anyhow, so we piddling around and I finally got to sleep about sometime after 3 this morning. So of course I didn't wake up until about 9 this morning. Didn't want to get up then. Well, I woke up and had to go to the bathroom at 9, at like 7 or 6:45 or something. I laid back down and I didn't wake up again until after 9. And then I had to get awake and get me something. And then there's Christy Betts and Texas Raider 1122. Hello. Yeah, so we had anyway, it was a whole thing, guys. It was a whole thing. So I got just a little bit paranoid, people. About got paranoid from all the guy rattling his truck and all that stuff. And on top of that, I didn't realize I didn't have my little man with me until I went to look and it was not there. And I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do if this guy comes over here and starts something, But thank God that was over with. I tried to avoid, and if he had come again and pulled up by me, close to me, I would have just left there and went somewhere else to lay down. But anyway, guys, we had a wonderful time. Well, on Thursday night, we all went and ate. People went to different places. 2 different groups did. But some of us went to Panda, whatever. It's a chain, Chinese type stuff, Chinese buffet type thing where you walk in and tell them what you want. I can't even remember the name of it. We don't have one here, but I know it's a chain anyway. And then on Friday, we had us a little casino set up at the motel there in one of the little conference rooms, I guess. And they had all kinds of games and you won gifts. what you had to do is you had to bid on the gifts with your poker chips because, of course, there was no money being exchanged. So all of us got different things. So anyway, everybody got a gift or two out of the deal. Or we bid on gifts, items that were brought up. And Jerry's Butler Family Farms pens went really high. If they had been real money, he'd be selling them things left and right. Because it was, I think he sold it for over $600 in chip money. Anyway, guys, trying to get situated here. Let's see what else is going on. What else do we do? Then Saturday, they cooked brisket. The brisket turned out, I thought it was delicious. Belt Loop 29 was disappointed. He thought they should have left it on a little bit better, but it was really good to me, but I'm not a Texas connoisseur of how that's supposed to taste. We don't eat it that much down here in South Georgia or in Midwest Georgia anyway. But we had a really great time. Let's see. Yeah, Panda Express. That's right. I knew it was something like that, but I couldn't remember what it was, guys. And then part of the thing, they were doing giveaways there. And then Belt Loop come up with these MREs. And he gave everybody that wanted to try it. He wanted us to do kind of like a collaboration and do a video of us cooking these and see, a little short, tell them what we thought about it. So anyway, so that should be interesting, coming out pretty doggone quick. And then on top of that, by the way, we got our mail call. I finally got the seeds that I had been looking for from Jennifer Ocean Homestead. So we'll be doing a video on that real soon too, guys. I'm excited about that. It's going to show y'all the swag bag. We got little swag bags from Operation Rendezvous. And she did it up with our side on one side. And we got just some little gifts in there. We got an ink pen. We got a poker chip with our thing on it. We got says Pucker Up Buttercup chapstick. Got ink pens with our emblem on it. Let's see, what else did we get? Got a ton of seeds from Jerry at Butler Farms. They were a giveaway, and he gave them to me. Let's see. Got a few. Oh, we got a pen, whatever you want to call it. I got to meet a lady that called. I got to meet Webb's Way again. Didn't realize it, but we had met last year in Helen, Georgia, at the meetup up there that Darian puts on from Magnificent Germany. And then I met the lady that is sold on RV Life. She was super nice. Really enjoyed meeting her. See, what else did we get, guys? What else did we get? Get this stuff out of the way. What did I do with it? I laid it right here. Let me see. I'll be right back, guys. Don't look at the junk behind me. I ended up with the poker chip hat. The dealer hat, guys. Oh, let's see. It's been a long time since I haven't played poker, and I couldn't tell you when, and never have been a big fan of card games anyway, but I had a really good time playing. I played dang, it's not roulette. What's the other game where you got cards this way and the dip? 21. What is that? Blackjack? No. Dang, is it blackjack? Anyway, and I got 2 different kinds of Scentsy stuffs. I've got a infuser with 2 or 3 different kinds of smelling stuff to go with it. That was all part of it. We got our little poker bags that had our chips in it, and also got a ton of seeds from them. Oh, got a couple of these little car things out of the deal. a bunch of lotions and potions for ladies or anybody, I guess, that wants to use it. And a whole pile of seed, guys. Let me see if I can find the seeds here. I also got a couple of other stickers, if I can find them in here. Show y'all those. I got a get out of jail free card from Belt Loop 29, and also a YouTube police sticker from Belt Loop. Let's see what else. Something else in here. Should have another sticker or two in here. And we got a poker chip from Belt Loop. Everybody got. I don't see the other. Got a bunch more seed, guys, but I don't remember where they are or what we done with them. So anyway, they're not here. But we had just a wonderful time. Everybody hung out. We had plenty of food, plenty of alcohol if you wanted it. I think I had one little sip of something. The rest of the time, I just drank sweet tea. Got to get my sugar fix, you know. I didn't get this big without help. It ain't all from eating. It's a lot of it's from drinking all this tea that I drink every day. Anyway, but we had a really good time, guys. We really did. And it was so much fun. So much fun. Texas barbecue is low and slow. A brisket can take up to 18 hours. So yes, they did the brisket. They started it about midnight and cooked it till about 3 o'clock the next afternoon. But, well, they cooked it and then they took it off and then they put it back on and cooked it some more. And I think Belt Loop 29 thought that they should have left it on there and just let it smother, you know. But to me, it was absolutely delicious. And, of course, I didn't put any barbecue sauce and all that on it because it was doggone good and just melted in your mouth, fell apart. It was so good, guys, to me. It was absolutely delicious. Anyway, Texas Hold'em. Nope, I didn't play Texas Hold'em. Now, some of them played roulette and some of them were playing poker at one table. And then they had some more stuff going on, some kind of game or something going on over at another table. The one I was at was, it's the dealer hands you everybody out cards. Now, see, I know nothing about gambling. So the dealer hands you out, there's Musgrave Farm. Hello, hello. The dealer hands you out a bunch of things. And then there's outdoors with Big Matt too. And then everybody gets a card. And then you decide if you want to be hit or if you want to hold. And then the dealer has to have, if he has more than you, then you lose, but he can't go over 17. And 21 is, of course, the winning hand. So if you guys know what that is, you can tell me because I can't remember what they called it. But anyway, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Everybody seemed to have a good time. Of course, we rounded that up about 10 o'clock, and some of the guys were drinking. Excuse me. Whew. I didn't get enough sleep this morning. I come home and I've just been a dead blob the rest of the day. Blackjack. Yeah, maybe it was a blackjack table. That's probably what it is. Anyway, so yep, I had a really good time, guys. I really did. And then, you know, everybody was there. A lot of the younger people, the kids and all, got in the pool. They had backgammon. They had badminton. They had all kinds of little putt-putt golf. They had paddle boards. They had a big bouncy thing out there that they had blowed up. And Chrissy said they played 5-card stud when she was young, which has been a while now. I understand that, Chrissy. Blackjack is what they say. So I guess it was blackjack that we played. But anyway, so we all hung around. Then we went in. There were several demonstrations. People put on different demonstrations, and they were interesting. There's Arlene. Hey, Arlene. Yeah, so then we all went inside the clubhouse, I guess. It was done got well dark. We all went in the clubhouse and they did some computer, how to edit some on a different editing platform than what I use. But basically, they're all the same. Some of the wording may be a little bit different, but they're about the same from what I saw from that video, guys. But anyway, it was just a lot of fun. It was a long, long ways. And I think if I go next year, I'm probably going to stay at the motel or at a motel. I'm going to fly into Houston and rent me a car and just get a motel, because by the time I drove out there, I was absolutely beat. I drove the whole thing, which was a little over 12 hours, drove the whole thing going down there. And I mean, I just stopped, filled up with gas, used the bathroom, and went. I did not stop and eat or anything on the way. And it was a full 12 hours that I drove. Actually, it was, yeah, I guess it was a full 12 hours. And anyway, then the next day, I just kind of hung out. I got a blow up kayak. Got it out and I kayaked a little bit at the campground there. And then I got me a swimsuit and I got in the pool, but the water was cold. Christy said I had YouTube crash. I did. I was just absolutely give out, Christy. So anyway, I was just like, oh. So, but I know that Belt Loop and there were just several ones that had it going live while we were playing our play casino thing. And that was fun. And then several of them had lives, or we're doing a lot of video in there at the actual main day meetup thing. Gosh, y'all, there were a lot of people there. There was quite a few people there. But anyway, we had a really good time. Everybody seemed to have a good time. Everybody seemed to get along really well. There were no conflicts that I know of there. I got a sticker from, it used to be Crazy Ed's Adventures, and then it was Ed's Crazy Adventures. And now he's got another name, but I can't find this doggone sticker, guys. So I'm going to have to find it before I can tell y'all what his channel is. So anyway, I guess I won't be telling y'all about him. But anyway, he's really grown in the last few months. And guys, I like 24 subscribers having my 2,000. As soon as we get that 2,000, we're going to have a giveaway. So I'm getting really excited about that. And what else happened, guys? What else happened? That's all I can think of now. Oh, when I was leaving. Oh, I was going to tell y'all, when I got there, I went by myself and I drug my camper out there. And whistle stopped something. I don't know what that's talking about. But anyway, yeah, so drug my camper out there. Well, these old guys that were at the campground, they brought their chairs out there and sat around and watched me set everything up with my camper. I guess they just wasn't used to seeing a woman do that. I don't know. I got tickled. And one of them said, howdy, or something like it. That was all it was said. The rest of them just sat there and watched me. So I couldn't help but laugh about that. I thought it was hilarious because I can set that sucker up in just a little while, buds. And that's with everything, sewage, water, electrical, the whole nine. And getting the stuff on the inside. Now, I did roll up my canopy. Oh, gosh, guys. I did roll my canopy up Friday night, because the wind was really blowing it out there. Oh, I have 2K. Well, doggone, guys, I am there. We'll have to set a date on our drawings then. Well, that must have just jumped and happened since this morning then, because the last time I looked, I like 24 subscribers. Yes, that's Ed's new name. What is Ed's new name? Christy, I'm sorry, I missed something there. Whistle Stop is his new name? Maybe so. I don't know. Javita says, yes, I am at 2,000. Wow, guys, I'm super excited over this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So excited. So I mean, just one thing after another. You just never know what's going to happen at these things. Okay, so here's this whistle stop something. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So anyway, I've always liked Ed. He's just a little on the goofy side, and I'm a little on the goofy side. So we were just hit it off right off the bat. Plus, he toted my bag of feed that I won at Mid-America down to my truck and put it in the back of my truck for me, so I didn't have to walk 100 miles with a 50-pound bag of seed on my shoulder. I could have drove over there, but I was real excited about that. Thank you. Thank you. I am excited about having 2,000. I've been wanting to get 2,000 now for a while, guys. So, and Joey kept everything alive that I could tell. Now, I did not see the younger son, Turkey. Crooked Toe and Amy were both there, but I did not see the other one. Well, thank you, Javita. I did. I see. Yeah, I'm really glad. Sifting some soil. Hey, girl. How are you? I met her over there. I met her actually at the casino thing that we had going on. Had a great chat, and she was a sweet, super nice lady. So I'm going to have to be checking out. Well, I've already went in and subscribed to her because I know she's my kind of people with the stuff she was telling me about putting out. And finally looked her up and found her and looked at a few of her little videos, but have not got to look at many of them. But anyway, had a good time. Ended up doing that. You know how you do. You're just in a rush. It's that kind of stuff. But anyway, so thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm excited about it, guys. Maybe hey, our next goal is 2,500. We're going to start working on that now. And then we'll be having another big giveaway at 3,000, guys. So we got another thing to go to. I don't know Ed personally, but he helped a friend of mine. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He has issues with his ladies. Anyway, Ed's a trip. But he's always been real nice to me. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else did we do? You know, we done so doggone much. But sifting some soil and more. So somebody knows you sifting soil, huh? And Tiff Farms. I met Tiff Farms. Anyway. But it was just so much fun, y'all. And I can't wait till we do the one in May that MT Homestead is going to put out. Guess I'll be dragging my camper out there, guys. You know how it is. I'm a glutton for punishment. Unless I check into just renting a camper when I get out there. I don't know. Do they come with covers and all that? Because I'm kind of cold natured at night. When I sleep at night, my temperature drops about 5 degrees, guys. So I get cold. It's just weird. I guess it has something to do with the lupus or my body meet up or something. I don't know. But we had a really good time. Everybody seemed to just have a good time. We saw so many channels that I've looked at some of their stuff, but not a lot of it. People that I've heard of and not met before, and just channels I'd never even heard of before, like Sifting Some Soil. I had seen them on Black's Tropical Homestead, on Black's Tropical Homestead, but had never checked out her channel. I just seen her make a comment or something, and she says she does a live really late at night. And so, which is like midnight my time. So I don't know if I'll ever be on one of her lives, but I'll have to check out her videos anyway. I'm trying to think of what all else we did. Oh, gosh, y'all, I shouldn't be sleepy, but I am. It's just wore out feeling. You know how you do. Anyhow. But Jerry he came by the campground one day. Because he was there, nobody was there yet, and so he came by the campground, and I got him to sit down with me and go over some different things on my laptop with me and try to figure out how to get different things to come up, different things to come up so that I could do like giveaways and that kind of stuff. And I'll probably end up having Jerry come in when I do my giveaway, my 2000 giveaway, guys. We may be at 2010 or 15 or 20 by then, but that'll be all right. I will post it in the community section. If you are subscribed to me, I will post it in the community section about the meetup, about the giveaway, guys. You know, my brain is fried on, on meetups here. But anyway, I will put it in the on the community page when we get around to doing it. Hopefully between now and when I go out there in May, probably within the next 2 weeks, guys. I'll have to get some stuff up. I got a little bit of stuff. I'll get up some more. But we just had a wonderful time, guys. And boy, Jerry has got some super nice ink pens that he's made. I just couldn't believe some of his workmanship on those things. They were really nice. So that's Butler Family Farms. If you have not checked out his channel, of course, he's got a zillion subscribers now. But anyway, I practically go to bed with the chickens now. Chrissy, I understand. I don't get up with the chickens, honey. I don't get up usually till 8:30, 9 o'clock. I have slept till 10 o'clock before. So I'm one of them late sleepers. But I don't go to bed till about 11:30, 12 o'clock. And then I have a hard time going to sleep. And then I end up a lot of times getting back up because I'm just laying there. I have restless leg and my legs will be just going crazy. And I've been getting cramps real bad. So I guess my potassium is low or something. So I'm getting these cramps. And so when you get the cramps, of course, that wakes you up and hurry. I'm getting them in my legs and everything else. Did I give you one of my stickers? I think I missed you. Anyway, Peter's asking, I think, Sifting Soil, if he gave her one of his stickers. I've got a lot of my stickers on my cooler, but I have a few that are starting to roll up, some of the thinner ones. So if I get any more stickers, I'm going to get me a book and I'm going to put them all in my book and try to write down the names of who they are and that kind of stuff. So, you know, so I'll be know a little bit more about what's going on. But anyway, we had a really good time. I think everybody had a good time. Well, doggone it. Yes, I'm going to come to Mid-America, Lauren. So hope to see you guys there. And I'm hoping to see, let me delete that off of there. I'm hoping to see, dang, my mind just went blank, guys. Thank you, Arlene. Who's the girl that's always coming on your lives now, Lauren? My mind just went blank. I know exactly who she is, but like I say, it just went right over my head. But anyway, I'm hoping to meet her because she's always been a trip. But all of us had a good time. I think everybody there. Amy, yes, Amy, with the Leonard Mountain Homestead. See there, I knew who I was talking about. My mind just does that. Bell Loop said it was because we take atorvastatin, and atorvastatin messes with your short-term memory. And it could be true, you know, but he may know more about that stuff than I do because I've taken atorvastatin forever. So that could very well be the case, guys. But anyway, as y'all can see, I even look tired. My face is all blotted out and stuff. Yes, Lauren. But guys, I don't know who all else will be there at the Mid-America, but I'm hoping that I meet a bunch of people there too, new people that I've not met before. And I'd like to get up with some more people down on this end. You know, there's quite a few people down in Florida and Louisiana that are doing YouTube now too. And I'd really like to get a group going down this way, you know, that maybe we could all get together and put a meet up together down here, or maybe just a day that, you know, everybody goes and hangs out. I'm going to be hanging out down there at Pedals Through Time again in September with everybody. So maybe some of those people that live down this way will show up down there. we had a really good time last year doing that. Or, yeah, last year doing that in September. Anyway. But Joey kept all the animals alive for me, and I was real happy with that. And of course, as soon as I drove up in the yard and got out of the car, both of the little, well, all three of the little baby lambs went to hollering like crazy. They're as bad as the animals. The horse hollers for me if he hears me outside too. It's kind of funny. But Joey says they're hollering at any time they see a person in the yard, they go to hollering, which is probably true. Let's see. Trying to think of what all else we did. There was just so much going on, guys, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, when I was leaving the campground, there was this huge turtle in the road. It was a hard-shell turtle. I couldn't tell you if it was stripes, one of those stripes or whatever they call them, turtles. But anyway, I stopped and pulled over and got the poor turtle out of the road. Well, there's this older man in a pickup truck, and he stopped in the middle of the road and kind of turned his truck at an angle. And so I got that turtle out of the road, and he was grinning, and he said, there's another one right up there. And it was a little bitty turtle. He wasn't 3 inches across. This other one was huge. He was about dinner plate size. And so anyway, yes, they are very knowledgeable. So I'm hoping to get a lot of info from them on what's happening with my trees out here. But right now I have I'm answering Christy Bett's comment, guys, about the people from Petals from Time being very knowledgeable on fruit trees and bushes and stuff like that. And yes, they are very knowledgeable. I'm hoping I have got apricots that are about this big around already on my tree. So I've got to get out there tomorrow or the next day and get those suckers sprayed with some liquid something that I can put on them that'll try to help prevent. Someone said that I can take that diatomaceous earth and turn it into a liquid and spray it, and that will help. I don't know. I've sprinkled it on them, and that helps a lot. And I've dusted the ground this past year several times, and that seemed to help with my plums this past year. So I am hoping that that's kind of getting a hold on. Plus, as you know, if you watch my little video there of me putting the lime on the bottom of the trees, you know about that. Dr. Arlene Powell, there is great to talk to. Okay, I'll have to check with her about that, Christy. Yeah, so anyway, so she was, we all just, it was just a lot of fun. But I did that video with the lime, and I think I'm going to have to go back. I put mortar mix in, and I think I'm going to have to put some cement in with that, because when it rained, we come some really hard rains, and a lot of that lime and mortar mix washed off. So I think if I put a little cement in there with it, as soon as the tree starts growing again, it's going to solve a lot of that. But anyway, so Christy says he has a lot of YouTube videos, so I'll have to check them out. Cool. But anyway, so I'm doing my best to save the fruit that I have. Oh, and I bought another orange tree, so I'm excited about that. This one is a Howell orange, something like that. So I'm excited about that. I've got to get me some big barrels and cut them in half and make my bases to put them in, so that they'll have plenty of room for rooting. But right now I'm gonna get them out of these small pots and just put them in some some big pots that I can got around here. But right now they're in little bitty pots, so I'm gonna get them out of that and put them in some bigger pots until I can get me a couple of those drums cut in half and some good soil and all that up to put them in. So anyway, so I'm looking forward to that, and I've got to get that one lemon planted in the yard, guys. So I'm hoping that it will do really good this year. Trying to think of whatever else we got going. Oh, we got blueberries on the bush. Got a lot of blueberries on the bush, guys. So I'm excited about that. I've got to get out there and get them covered up before the chickens discover them, if they have not while I'm gone, because I didn't check them today. So they may have discovered them while I was gone, but usually they don't pay much attention until they start turning colors. And that's when they really start looking. And I had one strawberry today, was in my my strawberries down here, and I picked that sucker and ate it, and it was good. So I was excited about that. We got a few little teeny tiny ones that are just green, you know, just come on. And so I'm hoping I start getting some strawberries out of there real quick. I've got to get those seeds all planted from Jennifer Ocean Homestead, and just so many other things, guys, that I have got to get on the ball and get going. I'm just running way behind now with all my rambling around and not doing what I ought to be doing. But like today, I came home and unloaded the camper and the refrigerator and stuff. And I asked Joey, I said, will you just park the camper back up under the building for me? And he did. That was the end of that, honey. I just sat in here in my recliner and throwed the ball to the dog and listened to a tape and just relax. And that's about all I've done all day. I did go out and feed the animals this evening. So one of her roosters follows me around while I pick blackberries. Wow. Are blackberries out right now? I have not looked here, but I know we've got some. We had quite a few blooms on the few that I've got now. I've got quite a few back in the pasture that I've got to get back there and cut them down because, you know, lightning choked eating blackberries one time. And so usually this time of year, I've already bush hogged the back there, but hadn't done it this time. So I'm going to have to get out there and get them chopped down before the blackberries get fully loaded up on those vines back there. I cut them down, you know, as low to the ground as I can, and that keeps him from, so they don't put out the berries, and so therefore he doesn't eat the vines. Oh, that's funny when the roosters follow you around. Are they hoping you drop one and they can get it, or they're just eating along with you? When I get through picking blackberries, I have blue on my hands, you know, because I about eat one for about every 2 or 3 that I put in the bucket, guys. They're tiny and green. Well, I know the last time I had looked here, they were just blooming good, so I hadn't even checked, you know, here since then. Just had so much going on, guys, so much going on. Oh, but so hopefully I will remember 1/10 of what Jerry showed me on my laptop, so I'll be able to do a little more stuff here with my laptop. He did set it up to where all I have to do is go to my favorites, and it will pull up the site for the giveaway tool. And, you know, you can't actually use the giveaway tool until you're actually on the live to bring it up. So that kind of makes it hard to try to learn how to do it, because if you're not on the live doing it, you're just out of luck. He saves you from a water moccasin once. Well, he's worth a whole lot more than 1 or 2 of them blueberry or blackberries, honey. I understand. Yeah, that's one thing. I have blackberries that I have growing out here, but now they're the briarless blackberries, you know, and I have them growing up on a trellis like thing. I'm not going to be planting any of my early peas this year. I just still had early peas. I still had the yard log green beans. Oh gosh, why am I yawning so much? Darn. Just the things that I don't need, I'm not even going to plant, but we are going to get lots of tomatoes and squash and cucumbers and that kind of stuff. Anyway, Paul sent me some English cucumbers, and so I am hoping that they will get here finally. They could be at the post office, and when I get to the post office this week, I will check and see. I have to go to LaGrange, and I don't go to LaGrange but once or twice a week, guys. The rest of the time, I just run down to West Point because it's closer, or the Valley, which is about as close. And usually I do that when I'm already going. Like on Fridays, we usually go eat somewhere, and so I'll go ahead and go pick up whatever I need on Fridays down in the Valley, because we usually go to the Valley to eat. But a lot of times we go to LaGrange when we're going to go to the grocery store. And so, yeah. So, yeah, that rooster is worth his weight in gold if he saved you from a water moccasin, honey. Or just, you know, all of them scare you to death if you don't expect them to be there. So, you know, you feels like your heart drops for a minute, even if it's just a regular old king snake. I've heard of people saying that they like the English cucumber, but I haven't tried them yet. Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I've heard that they are a lot less, they're more of a eating, they don't cause any of the burp, they got the burpless cucumber, but that's still not like these. These are just a lot different. And so I'm looking forward to that. And I've got some watermelon radish. So I'm going to get those planted right away because they should have been in the ground probably, even though we did get a really cold spell here a week or so ago. So I'm kind of glad I didn't, but I'm going to try to get those in my bed just immediately. I've got a special little box for them that I'm going to put out for carrots. And I've got another little bed that I'm going to put my radishes in. And then in between there, I'll probably put something else in between because, the radishes they'll be ready in 5 or 6 weeks. It doesn't take them long at all. But anyway, let's see. My chickens were happy to see me. They all come running up. And I hope I put them all up tonight because I didn't even stop to count. And I did have one that was running around out there when I come back. And so I opened the gate and let him in or her in. So I'm hoping all of them got put in there tonight. And if not, they'll get up on top of the pen and roost. So just tired, guys. Just tired. I have 6 eggs that are in there that I didn't even get out of the nest. I just left them in there because I was so tired tonight. So I'll have to get that out there and get those up early tomorrow before they go to crawling in there and trying to knock things down. You know how that goes. And especially when it's muddy around here, everything gets muddy, including my eggs, and I hate that. I don't have a whole lot of the shredded wood chips or whatever in the bottom of my pen because all my property is on a hill and it kind of leans downhill and everything just gets washed down that hill. So I just got to where I don't hardly put it in there. But let's see what else is going on. Everybody else is being quiet, ain't they? They might have all left us, Christy. I don't know. But yeah. Either that or we lost them all. But that's okay. But guys, we hadn't got but about 12 more minutes, something like that. And I am super tired. So I think I'm going to cut this a few minutes short tonight. Thanks for all of you that are supporting me, the ones that new subscribers and old subscribers, people coming in. It's exciting to see everybody. Says 8 people are still here. Okay. Hey, y'all. Wake up. All right. So like I said, we're going to get out of here early tonight. We're just going to hang out. I'm going to go to bed early, try to get me a good night's sleep. Going to get in there and get a shower right quick, get a good night's sleep. And then I'm going to try to get up and get going tomorrow morning. I have got lots of footage where I've got to get several more things uploaded on the laptop and get it out there to y'all. So she's tired too, and good night. Well, thank you, Christy. Let's see. Jesus the Lord says for us to rest well. I hope everybody does, guys. But y'all all take care. Be sweet to folks because we just never know what they're going through. Said he's going to bed early also. I know it was a long trip for you also, especially you got up super early and got out there. And so I know exactly how you feel. There were a lot of people that were dragging by the end of Saturday night. They were just so tired. We were all tired. Everybody had just went, and especially the ones that did a lot of driving. Like Peter and Jerry and Webb's Way group. There was another couple from Georgia too, but I can't even think of who that was. But anyway, there were like 4 or 5 people down there from Georgia, guys. But a lot of them went in 2-day stretches. They went so far, stopped at a motel, spent the night, and then came on the next day. I know Jerry said he just got too tired and too sleepy, and he just didn't want to take a chance on it. And he had dropped his wife off, and she was on her way to California to be with her family. So he came on there, and on the way back, he was going to stop and spend the night stop and hang out at another couple's that does YouTube's house until about time to pick up his wife from the airport. And then he was going to pick her up and then go on back home. So I understand that. I do, especially coming back. I was so tired, did not go to sleep. I guess I was just so wound up and had done a lot of walking. I walked all around that campground and back and forth and here and there and just everywhere, guys. So it was just one of those rush things. And you know how that is. Anytime you're on vacation or on a trip, you try to pack in as much as you possibly can. But guys, we are all going to crash early tonight, it looks like. I hope all of you have a good night, a good week. I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all being here. We're going to be out of here now. So y'all be sweet. We'll see y'all next time. Hope to have y'all back.